Hi everyone, how are you my dear children? Hope you are doing well, healthy, fine and safe. So I am actually uploading these videos little irregularly nowadays because exam time I am also busy. Okay. So today we are going to discuss the graphical representation of motion. We are going to discuss graphical representation of motion. Very easy but very important for exam. Okay. So to describe the motion of the object, we are discussing the motion. Na? This chapter is motion, all about motion. So to describe the motion of an object, we have to use or we can use line graphs. Okay, I think you people have fair idea what is graph, what is coordinate, what is x coordinate, y coordinate, what is dependent axis, what is independent axis. Do you people know? I think you people know. So this is your x axis, this is your y axis, this is your independent axis, and that means the variable you will use which are independent, it should be in the x axis, and this is your dependent variable axis. This is independent. Okay, I am going to explain. So first we are going to discuss distance time graph. Children, one more thing, this single video will not be sufficient to describe all types of graphs, so it will be in two videos. So today I am going to discuss first the distance time graph, or you can say displacement time graph. Same. If you are writing distance time graph, that means you are actually talking about how to calculate speed. If it is displacement time graph, that means you are talking about how to calculate velocity. It is all same. So don't get confused, children. Okay. So distance time graph. So first we will discuss when a object covers equal distance in equal intervals of time. What does it mean? Equal distance in equal intervals of time. While plotting the graph between distance and time, I will take time in x-axis and distance, you can say s or t, okay, in y-axis. This is your distance. Hope you can view all those things. It is okay. So now equal distances in equal interval of time. So this is your x coordinate, x axis, and this is your y axis. So in starting point, when the body starts moving, so at 0 seconds, suppose it is in second and it is in meter, children. Okay, it is in second and it is in meter. So at 0 second, distance covered is 0. Okay, children. I'll first let me write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I look at little bit? Then 5. Okay. So equal in distances in equal intervals of time. That means object will start moving from this. First 1 second, object will cover 1 meter. Next second, object is covering next 1 meter, like this. In 4 second, object has covered the distance of 4 meters. Okay, children. So this is equal distances. See, every second object is covering 1 meter. That means equal distances in equal interval of time. So that means distance travelled is proportional to time. Okay. If I join this with the origin, I am going to get a straight line graph like this. Is it clear? Equal distances in equal intervals of time means what I am talking about? I am talking about uniform speed, children, or you can say uniform velocity. Yes or no? Yes? Okay. So from distance time graph, if it covers equal distances in equal intervals of time means if the body is moving with uniform speed or uniform velocity, the graph is a straight line. And what does this graph is giving us? What information we are getting from this graph? We can calculate the speed from this graph, children. How to calculate the speed? We know speed is equal to distance travelled by time taken. I am again mentioning, children, if it is displacement versus time, then it will be velocity. Please don't get confused, all same. Okay. So here, suppose this is O, this is A, this is B and this is C. Okay, children? Tell me what will be the speed at point A? Speed at point A will be how much? Speed at A will be how much? Distance travelled is 1 meter in time 1 second. So 1 meter by 1 second. It will be 1 meter per second, children. Tell me what is the speed at C? Distance travelled is 4 meter. Time taken is 4 seconds. Again 1 meter per second. See, it is uniform speed or not? Okay? Okay. Now tell me, suppose I want to calculate the speed. Now at each point we can calculate the speed. Okay? Now I want to calculate the speed when the body covers from A to B or from B to C. Now let me calculate the speed, or you can say velocity, when body covers a distance or travelled from A to B. Then what will happen? Tell me. What will happen? What you are going to write then? That means here what will write? Speed, first distance travelled. So what is the distance at point B? Okay. So distance will be 2. Clear? And minus 1 distance at point A. When the body is at point A, what is the distance travelled? This much only, na? So what is that distance? So distance at this point minus distance at this point, that is the corresponding distance travelled. Am I clear? Divided by what is the time here? Time is again 2 and distance is 1. So it is what? What is this? This is 1 by 1, again 1 meter per second. Actually what we are calculating over here? Do you know what is slope? We are actually calculating slope. Let me explain what is this slope, by the way. How to calculate the slope, children? How to calculate the slope? Suppose this is your graph, children. Okay. Now let us, it is A and this is B. This is your time and this is your distance, children. Okay. Now draw the perpendicular like this. Draw the perpendicular, draw this. Let it be T1 and T2. This is x1 and x2. So what is the slope of the curve? Slope is nothing but x2 minus x1 divided by T2 minus T1. Nothing. Do you know what is the coordinate? What is the coordinate of point B? X coordinate is x2. Sorry, x coordinate will be T2 and y coordinate is x2. Okay, and here what is your x coordinate? Is T1 and x1. These are nothing but coordinates. So in mathematics, what is slope? Slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So here y2 means x2 minus x1 divided by T2 minus T1. Nothing. Okay. This, are you getting now? This divided by this. This is your slope only. So what this slope is giving? Slope is giving nothing but distance by time. That means here your slope, distance time graph, slope is giving you the information about speed. That means we can calculate the velocity from displaced time graph. Hope I am clear with this. So when it is a uniform speed, we are getting a straight line graph. And when the speed is not uniform. Not uniform means, suppose at 0 second it is 0 meter. At 1 second it has covered 2 meter. At 2 second it has covered suppose 7 meter. At 3 second it has covered 9 meter. So is it equal interval of time is your distance or displacement covered by your object in equal intervals of time. Is the distances are equal or displacements are equal? Obviously not. So in this case you will get a curved. So this is your distance or displacement and this is your time. Okay. So here for non-uniform speed, are you getting children? For non-uniform speed, that means in equal intervals of time on equal distances or in unequal intervals of time equal distances. It doesn't matter. You are going to get non-uniform speed, and non-uniform speed means it is a curved line. Your graph is a curved line. You can, this shape of graph is called actually parabola. Is it clear, children? So displacement time graph drawn means we are actually representing the velocity. Clear? So when the displacement time graph is a straight line, that means we are talking about uniform velocity of the body. And from displacement time graph or distance time graph, we can calculate the velocity or speed. Hope I am clear with this. Okay. Suppose we'll take another example. So this is the second graph of distance time. Suppose first the object is moving like this. Okay. Suppose in 0 second it has covered 1 meter. Again in 2 second it has covered 2 meter. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. This is your time and this is your displacement. Okay. So here it will be 0 means 1 meter. Let it be 0 meter. Okay. In 2 second it is 1 meter. In 1 second it is 1 meter. In 2 second it is 2 meter. In 3 second body has stopped traveling. Body has stopped traveling. How to draw the graph? In 0 it is 0. Let me write 1, 2, 3 and 4 like this. These are in meters, these are in seconds. So 0 seconds, 0 meter. In 1 second, 1 meter. Got it? And in 2 second, again 2 meter. Okay? And 3 second, body is not traveling. That means it is at the same place. It has stopped. In 4 seconds also body has stopped. No change in distance. So what is the graph? See the graph now. So this part of graph is parallel to the time axis. That means your object is not moving now. It is at constant place. No movement of your object. So since body is not traveling or not covering any distance, it is now parallel to the x-axis. Or you can say time axis. Clear children how to draw the graph? Okay. Now let us discuss velocity time graph. Okay children? How to velocity time graph and velocity time graph children. So velocity time graph, there are 3 types of velocity time or speed time graphs of a moving body. Today I am going to discuss the first one. I am going to discuss the first one. What is that? When the speed of the body remains constant. When velocity is constant. Then how we are going to get the graph? Like in the case of distance time, here also we will take velocity in y-axis and time in x-axis children. Clear? Now body is, velocity is constant. Velocity is constant means suppose in 1 meter, in 0 second. Okay, suppose starting the velocity is suppose 5. Okay, 5 meter per second. After 1 second, velocity also same 5 meter per second. After 2 seconds, velocity is also same 5 meter per second. Velocity is constant. So how we are getting the graph children? Time is changing but velocity is constant. So which type of graph we are getting? We are getting a straight line, a parallel line, and that line is parallel to time axis. Okay? When the body moving with constant speed, we are getting a straight line graph which is parallel to the time axis. Now tell me, is there any acceleration children? Is there will be any acceleration? Velocity is constant. What is acceleration? Change in velocity by time taken. When there is no change, will there be any acceleration? So here it is 0 acceleration children. In this graph, here 0 acceleration. Okay. So please focus children what I am telling you. If the speed time graph or velocity time graph of a body is straight line parallel to the time axis, then the speed of the body is constant or uniform and there is no acceleration children. Okay? Okay. Tell me what more information we can get from this graph. We can find the displacement traveled, or you can say we can find the distance traveled from the speed time graph for a given time or in a given time. How to calculate? How to calculate children? Speed and time. How to calculate the distance now? We know speed is equal to distance by time taken. When you are talking about displacement, you will write velocity. No confusion. I am repeating again and again. Okay? So distance travel, we have to calculate the distance. So distance means speed into time. So distance traveled is nothing but speed into time. How to get it from this graph children? Suppose this is your graph. Okay? This is your graph. Huh? This is O. This is your speed. Let me write again. This is your speed and this is your time children. Okay? Let it be A and it B. I want to calculate the distance traveled. So at C, join this. tell me at C what is the speed? Speed at C will be how much? This is your speed only. So at C, speed is equal to CB. CB means it is same, is equal to OA. Clear, children? What is the time at C? At C, what is the time? Nothing but OC. This is your time taken. Now speed into time. That means we are multiplying distance is equal to distance travel is equal to what we are doing? We are multiplying OA into OC. What is this OA and OC, children? Can you find out what is this? See, this is a rectangle only. That means we are actually calculating the area of the rectangle. Okay, that means we are actually calculating the area covered by the graph. So area covered by the graph gives you the distance traveled. Simple. So in A, you can say OABC, this is the area enclosed in this amount of time, OC, in a given amount of time. This is the area enclosed by your speed time graph. Is it clear? The speed time graph, in speed time graph, the area enclosed by the speed time curve and the time axis is nothing but the distance traveled. Hope I am clear with this. So velocity time graph of an object means when it is moving with a constant velocity, it is a straight line or parallel line to the time axis. Clear, children? How to calculate the distance? Calculate the area enclosed by the graph. Then we are going to get the distance traveled. Hope I am clear with this. Which information we are getting from the speed time graph? Okay, and this is the graph for constant speed, or you can say uniform speed. We are talking about now today uniform speed. So tomorrow or even my next video lecture, we are going to see the graphs for uniform acceleration. Speed time graph for uniform acceleration, when body is not moving, when there is retardation, we'll see. Okay? Okay, children. Please take care, children. If any doubt, please go through this video. If any doubt, leave a comment in a comment section box so that I can address your doubts. Any problem, anything, any doubt not related to this chapter also. If any doubt, please leave a comment so that I can address your doubts. Take care, children, and thank you for watching.